Hello guys, welcome back to the Men's Physique recap. First of all, going to start off the video by saying sorry that last week's video was very late. I had a hectic week. It took me a while to edit as well because the internet was in and out. So yeah, sorry about that. But this one is going to be out in rapid speed. I'm going to set it on here now. I reckon I can get it out by Wednesday. That's a good time frame.
That's normally the time frame anyway, isn't it? Two day roll around.
True, but it's Universe Peak Week and I've got 5 guys in Peak Week. So it's a busy week. So Wednesday's still good.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's perfect.
Sweet. So we've got 3 shows to cover today. 2 PCA shows. We've got PCA First Timers. We've got the Ireland show, which I'm sure I don't know if you knew like in advance, Macca, but I'm sure it was a last minute decision to make it a PCA Pro qualifier.
Yeah, wasn't aware that they were handing out pro cards.
Yeah, I saw a post like
I even thought with PCA they only hand out pro cards at like the British or the Worlds normally.
Yeah, and obviously Universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, I saw a post a few days ago, and then one of my guys was like, "Shall we go?" And we looked at how much it costs to get over there, and we swiftly changed our minds on that.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to fly to like Spain or Portugal to compete than it is to go to Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland's really expensive. Where was it?
Oh, I can't remember now.
I had a girl competing last year, and it was in like Galway. We were looking at going, and
Yeah.
it was so expensive just to try and get, because you get the flight to whatever airport it is, but then it's like another 2 hour and a half journey to where it it was just a fucking nightmare. So we're just like, now scrap that.
Yeah, bin that off.
And just compete in the UK instead.
Yeah, that's it. And it's an interesting choice because, like you said, it's Universe is literally the week after. But those that did travel over there, we'll cover it today. There was a few obviously pro cards handed out, which was good. And then the New York Pro.
Yeah, the New York Pros were really good.
Really good show. So we'll just get stuck straight in. So we'll cover PCA first. It's got a different page, PCA Ireland, isn't it?
PCA official, isn't it?
I think so. I don't know. I'll type it in and see what comes up. Oh yeah, there it is. We'll do the first timers straight away. So everyone would have heard, I'm sure already, me and Macca was literally just talking about it. The first timer that got caught again. If you're like you're a competitor that's competed before and you're thinking about doing a first timer show, don't fucking do it.
Don't be a twat.
Don't do it. It just annoys. It triggers everyone. You always get caught.
It's just not a good look. Like not PCA. Bodybuilding's like all out inclusivity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you try and tarnish that reputation, you're always gonna get found out by everyone who's within the industry because no one likes it.
It's just not fair to the other people. Like in this case, the chap won. And then so the person that came second place, they had that denied to them, you know, that feeling of being told that they won their first show.
And then they get it posted to them in a fucking Royal Mail package. Like it's not the same. And it also takes away from him potentially competing in the overall.
Yeah, and I didn't even think of that, to be fair. So yeah, don't do it. But to all the other first timers, like this was looked like a busy show. First time shows always are, aren't they? So we'll go through a little bit more detail. I think the last couple we just kind of rushed through the PCA a little bit, so we'll try and give a little bit more to it. So Josh Davies, junior, first place winner.
My posing client.
Is he?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Also wearing the Panther Legacy shorts.
I do like these ones, mate. They're very nice.
They stand out really well on stage. They look more lilac-y on stage, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like a baby pink. They look hot pink, and then you come out into the light, and they're almost like baby pink.
Oh, nice. Well, they stand out either way.
Yeah, they're really nice shorts. But so Josh, you'll see at the start of this. I don't know what happened here. Either someone's told him from the side to move forward, but I did tell him this on the call on the day of the show. Make sure you hit a front pose at the back middle of the stage and walk forward to the marker. Obviously, he didn't do that. So, but yeah, so just a little bit of background about Josh. Probably roughly about 10 days ago, he went through a really stressful time in his life, and he actually retained like so much fluid. We're talking like probably like 8 pounds of fluid. Through like no other fault than his own. He didn't cheat on his diet or anything like that. It was just like really stress related. So Tim, his coach, has done a pretty good job to bring him in because Tim initially did pull him out of the show because of how stressed he was. Because his main show is next weekend at the UK FBA. So Tim initially pulled him out to reduce his stress because he was stressing about not being ready for the show, even though he was ready initially. But because of the fluid retention and stuff like that, he was not going to be in the place to compete.
Hmm.
So what Tim did is almost like reverse psychology and told him he was pulling him out the show to reduce his stress. Funny enough, everything started to drop. He was on stage here at his pretty much his lightest. Still got a little bit of film over his film of fluid over his midsection. But I've no doubt by UKFBA he'll be absolute nails. He's a really good junior, mate. Really strong junior. Like his shape is absolutely wicked. He's got very good like, especially with PCA, he's got like quite a few amount of good front shots. Not front shots, sorry, like just a lot of shots that really complement his physique in general. But yeah, he's got a really bright future, mate. Really bright future.
Nice. I mean, he has to be good to like because we were saying this just before we started recording as well. Like first time shows, oftentimes people think, "Oh yeah, I'll do a first time show because it'll be easy." They're
Mm.
not. They're always the busiest shows.
I think the junior category this time around was one of the better categories. I have to be honest.
Is this the junior pose down here? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, there's quite a few
The
of them.
guy in second was really good. The guy who's second was really good. I think he's
That's
coached by Isaac.
okay.
I can't remember the guy's
Second
name,
from the
but he
left
was,
here is Reese Kiffin's client. Uh,
yeah. And then the
and then,
guy in the Vaso shorts is Isaac's client. He's really good to be fair.
hmm. Oh, we
Uh,
see UK the FBA back pose there.
yeah, he actually prefers it. Don't know why.
What?
So yeah, he's one of the only guys I've ever posed who actually prefers that shot on him. But I think in the comparisons, what I told him to do was initially go both arms off, and then if you want to place one hand on, you can do that, but try and do both because it will show more variation within your posing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently he got moved straight to the middle. I wasn't there on show day, but Tim said he got moved straight to the middle and they didn't move him basically. Um,
Nice. Solid win then.
yeah, pretty much a solid win for him. But yeah, he moves on to UKFBA next week.
Sick. That's on Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, Sunday.
Cool. So on to Masters then. So this is the winner. Um, was this the not first timer?
He was second place initially and got moved to first, obviously after today's events.
Okay. Well, this chap. Oh, so they've edited it.
Yeah, so this is the correct winner.
Good. Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, he's coached by Alex. If I'm being honest, he's actually got really nice shape to him. Yeah, it's just a shame, obviously, like we said, he didn't get to actually experience the feeling of winning properly like he should have done. But posing's really nice.
Could be a little bit sharper.
Yeah, definitely a little bit sharper.
But if he's going to be doing universe, he's got a week. He's got a week to pull it in sharper. But you know, when it's your first show, to have posing like this on your first show is very good.
Yeah, it's really good. Obviously, I presume he's posed by Alex as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very nice look, very nice good. Like he doesn't look like a Masters athlete, does he?
No, I wouldn't say so.
What's
You,
Masters 35 over?
35, which I think is quite young.
Yeah, I think Masters should be more like 40.
I agree. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it is
he's
IFBB.
never 35. Fair play because he looks young.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure IFBB it's 35. I mean 40, sorry.
Hmm.
This is a short class winner, isn't it?
This guy was decent.
Joe Galloway. I've seen him. He's good. Do you know who's he?
I'm not sure he's coached by
They're all getting the X mixed up, aren't they?
the what?
He missed the mark on the front as
Yeah,
well.
I reckon they've. There's some guy. It looks like there's some guy at the stage like telling them to do something different. I don't know.
Hmm.
Very strange. I've never really seen it before happen, but I've seen it happen twice in this one show.
Yeah.
This guy's really good. Really nice shape to him. Nice and bubbly. More of a body on bicep shot that. I'd
Yeah.
say his posing could be a bit better. But shape structurally wise, like you can see he's very like men's physique.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
you can see if he could just tweak his posing to really bring those elbows forward, sit into the hip, like twist the feet around properly. He'd have a really nice like bubbly tape top line, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I agree. It's a strange one because his transitions are really nice. It's just his mandatories that need like cleaning up.
It's the thing I hate.
Yeah. Concentrating on flow first, but
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get it.
But
I'm
if he
sure,
tweaks his posing, Joe, mate, you'd be really, really good.
I agree. I agree. And then the tour winner.
This guy was solid. Natural as well. Um, so he's coached by Louis.
Black.
Louis Blackmore. Yeah. Absolute red. I think he was just the leanest on the day, to be fair.
Yeah, he's peeled.
Um, obviously, Tim said to me, obviously when Josh was in the overall, um, that it was really close between them two, I believe, and his midsection was just so sharp, whereas Josh's was a little bit more like blurry because of the water retention and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting. I think he might be competing next week as well at the UK FBA.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously he's a tall guy, and he
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
like throwing quite nicely though.
Yeah. Again, for a natural, he's very, very good.
Mm.
That condition is decent.
Yeah,
I think
it's
he'll do well at UKDFB because they really like condition, don't they?
yeah, and if a taller guy like matches up size wise and condition wise with good posing as well, I think they always quite kind of like that look.
100%. What's the do they have a yeah, this must be overall pose down. Nice. I like it when they do these. Yeah, see what I mean about the posing there? Just
Mhm. So you see there with Josh, he's just not as sharp, which
yeah.
is a shame, because I think structurally, I think he's the best on that stage.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, it's just I think he just probably faded a little bit towards the end of the day as well. So even though they had room to make up on that water retention, it's obviously when you as well, like when you compete for, like on stage, there's a lot going on. You're probably the adrenaline's rushing, and then you have that adrenaline dump.
Hmm.
You're tired from the first show, and then you got to go back in for the overall. But with PCA, you have to wait to the end to go and compete in the overall. So
Yes.
it's just like it's a lot of like variables to manage.
Hmm.
But
Is it
Josh, like I think both those guys got a really solid season ahead of them.
yeah.
Um,
It's an interesting overall this one because they're all completely different shapes. I think you're
yeah,
right. If Josh was 100% in, I think he would have exposed the tall class winner because the tall class winner doesn't have much of a taper.
yeah,
Um,
agreed. I think condition definitely won this overall.
yeah, a PCA just love that condition now, like especially for bikini. Like, but it is what it is. If you can get that condition, you can be in with a very good shot.
I've always said PCA really like, I'd say more so condition than anything else, don't they?
So sometimes it's a weird one though, because in the pro show it's not like that. Obviously,
Yeah,
like, they love Fildo and Ike, for example.
but maybe that's like you know how like Tubos do their regional and pro qualifiers.
Maybe, yeah,
Maybe it's the same type of thing.
potentially. But then again, Ike and Fildo, they're just so big and bubbly, aren't they? So they make up for it in some.
Dildo is an absolute joke of a human.
Right, Ireland. So they gave out, like we said, pro cards at the show. I don't think the coverage is quite as good. But the chap that won it in men's physique he's called Kirk, I believe, isn't he?
We covered him last week.
We covered him last week. This is the one with the tattoo remover on his back.
He's got double swords. Fair play, mate. Congratulations.
Double swords and a pro card.
Oh,
It's
you got a pro. Oh, of course, yeah, you got a pro card as well. Fair play,
yeah,
mate.
it's funny because I was literally just talking about him with Jack. Sorry, I was training with Jack yesterday, and Jack was really worried about him and Dylan. And then as soon as he won it, he sent me a screenshot. He's like, "Oh, thank God, don't have to compete against him at Universe now," because he does look very, very good, and he actually looks sharper here than he did last week.
Yeah, he looks really good here.
Mm.
Nice and full chest as well. Good top line.
I think I briefly spoke to him earlier. I think he's doing the pro show at Universe.
Oh, okay, that'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I don't think is Ike going to be there. I don't think he will.
I could be there. I reckon he's in shape.
Do you think?
Yeah, I reckon he'll do it.
I thought he was drawing more attention to Two Bros NPC this year, but maybe he's just doing it as a potential to win some money. Might as well.
It'll pay for him to go abroad, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? I don't think there's any sort of like.
No, it's a shame. They need to up the levels with Ireland.
Yeah, let's have a look if I can get his page up.
Definitely. Yeah.
Mr. Aesthetic 13.
43K on Instagram.
I know, Mr. Popular.
Fair play, mate.
Here he is.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, even
12 years as well. 12 years competing. Fair play, mate.
yeah, Mitch said that, didn't he? Mitch said he competed against him a good few years ago.
Yeah, he's got a great physique, great rig.
Yeah, that was obviously last week. But yeah, awesome work. Well deserved. I mean,
I presume he's probably going to go for a IFB Pro card one day.
I reckon so. Yeah, I think so, mate. He's got all the tools there.
Well, look at you, mate. Like you won your PCA Pro card. Now you're drawing your attention to the IFB Pro card. So
It's
I
a
think it's
natural
like a
progression.
natural progression, isn't it? Yeah.
a lot of people are saying that PCA will eventually be, offer so much that people won't go that far, like won't go to IFBB, but we'll see. We'll see.
I think it just depends on what you want to get from bodybuilding.
Yeah,
For example, if you want to be on the Olympia stage, then the only way you can do that is by getting your IFB Pro card and winning the pro show in that federation. Whereas if you want to compete at a high standard, be a good athlete, win money, like better your life, PCA is also a fantastic federation for that as well.
yeah,
Because they
yeah.
do one thing I will say about PCA, they do look after their athletes.
They
You can
look
see
after
the
their
way they
athletes and the production that they put into their shows
yeah,
is
I was just about to say the production that they put in, there are a lot of federations that could learn from that. That's just me.
especially
You look at the pro shows and the pro qualifiers in abroad, for the IFBB and the NPC, you got Gilco, you've got is it like Watman, like all these different guys fly over and capture these shows, and the production there is good, but it could still be a little bit better in terms of the way they cover each category.
yeah,
Like they cover really good athletes individually with photos and visuals, but I think the next step would be to cover the actual category.
yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, even have you seen the PCA Thailand? How they have the drone?
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's really cool, isn't it? Like, I'd love that.
It's just weird. Like you just see there's so many different countries doing. Like in South Korea, they do the thing where it's like almost like a WWE format where it's like the lights all dark and then it like highlights their body and then they come out. It's outrageous some of the production.
Yeah,
Um, and obviously like when Mitch competed, he was on that fucking spinning wheel. Like there's just so many different things. Like it's cool that everyone's different, but I think there definitely needs to just be more coverage in general.
yeah. I mean, the amount of people pay, sorry, amount of money people pay to do these shows, especially within NPC and IFBB, like they could up the game of the production, couldn't they? For sure.
For sure, man. For sure.
So was that it for amateurs?
Uh, PCA Ireland. I think that's it.
Yeah, sorry for anyone else that did PCA Ireland. There's literally no coverage really.
We
So
won't be covering FitX because again, there's really no coverage.
yeah. Oh, here we go. This is good.
On to the main event.
Here we go. So we'll start off with should we go through 6 to 1? So start off with Vinicius.
Yeah,
It's funny because I said this on when we had Zach on. Like I think Vinicius is very good, but he's so inconsistent with his look.
yeah.
And he just looked a little bit soft here.
His posing could be so much better as well. It sounds mad me saying that to a pro athlete,
Yeah.
but like it could be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that front stance does my head in.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, mate. It's a weird one.
Back shot is so good.
The amount of time and effort they put into it, you would have thought, getting someone to overlook their posing.
He's a great like poser in terms of like putting on a show. Even that front shot probably looks better than the way he hits his normal front shot. But like, there's just so much. I feel with him, there's such a good level of potential there. If he just like you said, nails his actual look consistently
Yeah.
and poses better. Like
Yeah.
his back shot is one of the best in the league.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like it's probably top five. You won't find many better backs than his.
One thing I am seeing, mate, is a bit more bicep transitions. Are you noticing that?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got told off 2 years ago for doing a bicep transition in a pro qualifier.
yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Like you're starting to see a lot more different, um, like just transitions.
Yeah. 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 My feedback was like, there's no bicep poses in men's
What
physique.
show was that?
That was Alicante. I think it was
Oh,
the European.
that's interesting.
But that was a couple of years ago. So
Maybe they're just allowing it now.
so this guy who I'll be honest, I don't know, I've never heard of him before.
I might be wrong, but I feel like I've seen him before on an amateur stage not too long ago.
Is he English then? Zach's commented.
I might be wrong, but I feel like when Hayder won his pro card in Denmark,
Yeah.
I feel like he was one of the other overall winners because there was three given in that overall back in 2021.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to
I might
scroll.
be wrong, but I remember the guy who also who won his pro card in the overall had a tattoo across his neck and his chest.
Maybe then. Yeah,
He
maybe.
looks he looked like that.
Potentially. Yeah. What do we think of his look?
He's got a great look, really nice look. Um, condition. I've seen this guy a couple times. His condition never misses. Personally, um, he's got. I think it's hard because his tattoos might hurt him a little bit, especially when they're on the chest and they're so dominant.
Yeah,
Like that is quite dark ink. But like when you like look at that picture of him and Ali,
yeah, hold
uh,
on.
like when you actually look at the size difference, Ali's got bigger arms, but there's not huge differences there.
Well, Ali's got the angle on him as well. He's standing a
Yeah,
lot.
he's standing a little bit more further. But like in terms of general size, there's not loads of things there. I think like when you to be fair, coming top five at a show like that isn't bad.
It's very, very good. Very
Look
good.
at the top four. All so what Ed Palmeira top five in Olympia once. Lucky Libra 18 Pro Show wins. Like it's a very good lineup.
Yeah, he's got to be happy with that. And like I said, I didn't know who he is, but now I do because he's played so well in this show. And that's
Looking at
kind
his
of,
backshot though, he's probably backshot what's lets them down.
well, especially when he compared to Vinicius.
Yeah.
That's a big difference there. But
He's
yeah.
nice from the front though. Really nice from the front.
Okay, so Lucky Libra, Andre Ferguson.
I feel sorry for this guy, you know.
I
I feel
mean,
like he's in the twilight of his career.
yeah. Do we? How old is he?
He's got to be nearer 40 now.
Hmm.
I
What?
don't I don't understand what the front pose was.
I was literally just about to say, what did you think of the front pose?
Why did you just put the Superman pose?
I didn't like it.
I
I
don't
prefer
understand.
his normal shot. Even when he does his slight off center, two hands on the hip, I prefer that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe someone told him like a couple of days before. I don't know. Or maybe it's because Vitor's been doing off hands off, and Ali's been doing hands off. He thought I'll do it as well.
Everyone's trying it, yeah. He's still so complete though.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't really have a weak area, do you know what I mean?
even though he hasn't been placing well of recent years, he's still leveled up a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I found
I
quite
think the
interesting.
look is just changing a little bit. Like there's no way you win 18 pro shows if you're not fucking top tier.
Yeah, exactly
Like
that.
there was a point in time where he was the pinnacle of men's physique. Like he was winning shows left, right, and center. Like if he was turning up, you knew that you probably fighting for second.
Yeah. Do we think he'll get the O qualification?
Yeah, he will. He will.
Yeah, I think he'll have to do a few shows.
What's the next one of this? Is it Miami?
I think
Yeah,
is
next.
that
That's what Tyler's doing.
yeah, I
So he's
think
up against Tyler.
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Completely different physiques.
yeah.
Completely different.
Tyler's a lot taller as well.
Tyler, yeah, Tyler's just a lot bigger in general. That is one thing Tyler's got, isn't he? Just overall size. He's just a big bloke.
Yeah,
Um, okay, so Edvan. So I've it's a tough one. He's obviously downsized and he needed to downsize because of the weight cap.
yeah. He was mass. I remember at Olympia, he was huge.
Yeah. Um,
No, sorry, no. At the Olympia, he was more streamlined, and that's why he was in the top five. And then he went through that huge fucking like growth phase where he almost like blew up too big.
yeah,
Now this is him coming back down again.
right.
Um, because his waist used to be a lot smaller than that.
That's what I was thinking as well. I mean, it's not like his waist is too big it'll hurt him, but
His
I know what you mean.
his overall shape used to look so much more aesthetic.
Yeah. He's got good calves.
He's got good legs, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a great look.
Yeah.
I just
Where did he
I
play?
just think I feel like just there's quite a few pros that are probably better than him now.
Hmm. Well, did he get third? Sorry. And I just clicked off it.
Fourth?
I think Andre got fourth, didn't
Oh, sorry, yeah, Andre got fourth, so he got third.
he? Okay, yeah. Which again, third in this lineup is good.
I mean,
So I've no doubt he'll be at the Olympia. Will he place though? Will he place top 16? I think he will.
he'll place top 16, he won't place top 10.
Yeah, that's my prediction as well. So Vitor improved massively.
Mm.
It still wasn't good enough to beat Ali.
Change the shorts.
He did change
Finally.
this. Yeah.
Finally. You actually have some different shorts on.
I know I speak about calves a lot. It's because I've got none, so I get calf envy. But look at these.
It's mad, isn't it, mate?
Oh, it's just not fair.
You know when people say like they want to turn pro in their first season, and then you're like, this is the level.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the pose down. So yeah, they got sent off, didn't they? Pretty early on.
Yeah, they were confirmed very early on.
So
This one
yeah.
was a lot closer than Pittsburgh.
Hmm.
The one thing I will mention though, Tyler Mannion said Vitor had a better back pose. What did Ali do this time around to make him more complete? Change his back pose. If you look at Ali's arms in Pittsburgh, a lot lower with the elbows, which was hiding his like width of his back a lot. In this one, opens up a lot more. He's a
Hmm.
lot wider. Whereas his elbows before were like almost like down by his lower lats.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like, so he's obviously took on that feedback from Tyler, and is like made basically the only way Ali was really going to be beat, in my opinion, was one if he was slightly off peak wise, and potentially his back pose because Vitor's back is wicked.
Yeah.
But he's almost like just made his back pose now strength just with a slight tweak in his posing. Um,
Which is the same as what Ryan Terry did.
yeah, yeah. But Ali is just so good. He's just so complete, mate.
Well, Ryan won New York Pro last year, right?
And then
And then
went,
won the Olympia. So maybe,
I mean, he's got a great like he's so aesthetic. He can pose both sides. How many pros do you know who can do that?
yeah, not many at all.
He literally poses both sides. I've never seen it before.
Yeah. Did you see the podcast he was on? He completely come off everything.
Yeah, for like 3 months or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then did like what was it like a 12-week prep into this?
That's response. That's genetic. That is response. If I came on 3 months everything, I'd be a tiny little boy.
Yeah, I would. I would. I would. People would think I'd be ill, like how much size I'd lose.
Vitor's very good though as well. Like it's just something about Vitor's midsection that doesn't quite correspond. I think
Yeah, it is. It's a strange one, isn't it?
everywhere else it's so good.
Because here his midsection looks all right.
It's like that. It's like the lower mid part of the middle ab. Like it just blurs into the bottom one. I don't know. Look, it's like yeah, it's strange.
And there's nothing he can do about that. It's just the way
Like,
he's built.
his skin is so thin, like he can't get more condition
No.
unless he peaks better. But
See,
it
here
just,
his waist looks smaller to me. Or is that just me?
I, I really like the both arms off hip shot on him.
Yeah. Another bicep transition.
Yep.
He's always done that though.
Yeah, he's been doing it. The only one he got rid of was a Power Ranger.
Thank God. I hated that. So bad. Yeah, and then the champ. He is going to be very, if he brings this look to the Olympia,
But
I
he's
think
done
it's
that.
going to be
I
in,
think he's going to improve and he's going to get better.
yeah.
I
He'll,
think he's capable of beating anyone.
yeah. And the conditions like
Not
crazy.
like it's going to sound mad for me to say. He's not too big. He's not
Yeah.
too big. He's well in proportion with everywhere. His legs are good. His back's good. His midsection's fuck. His midsection's his best asset by a mile.
Hmm.
But his chest and arms are good. They're not too overpowering. Like everything just flows nicely.
Yep. His,
Like
his legs are in proportion, like you say. Where would you, if you could change anything on him, what would you do?
maybe slightly more upper chest. Maybe a bit more width in the back.
I was going to say a little bit more back width, just a
Maybe
tiny.
yeah, those mid lats just a little bit more there.
Yeah.
But in general, like he doesn't need to improve his midsection. That's for sure. Look how grainy and dry that is.
He's going to be hard to beat as long as he's on, which 2 shows back to back he has been. So
You know the way he poses well. He
mm,
just looks so relaxed on stage.
yeah,
He looks like he could just sit there for 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, however long, and just be absolutely fine.
it looks here. If I'm being really picky, his right lat's bigger than his left,
Wait, I have to have a look again.
but clearly it doesn't matter. Doesn't affect him. I had one of my my amateur guys say that the other day. He came around to mine for posing. He was really worried about it. I was like, I've never ever seen someone get marked down for it because everyone's like, no one's perfectly symmetrical.
No.
No one's perfect.
I think my left lat's bigger than my right lat.
Yeah, it looks like it here. Let's see how it inserts up
Yeah.
there, and then it's a little bit lower down this side.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
It's only a little bit though.
could be a lot of things, though, couldn't it? It could be information, it could be tightness, it could generally be muscle, like that needs to be obviously unilaterally improved. Um, yeah, I think you're gonna find a lot of people struggle to beat him this year.
Yep, I agree, mate.
In my opinion, I think he's better than Ryan Terry as well.
Do you? Oh shit. He said it. The
Yeah.
man said it. Well, we'll
Yeah.
see.
I don't think Ryan Terry wins it this year. And I love Ryan Terry. I love him as a person, like what he stands for. But
Hmm.
I can't see him win it again.
No, unfortunately, I agree, but I'd love to be wrong. I said
Yeah,
this
yeah,
last
yeah,
time.
yeah,
I said
yeah, yeah,
I don't think he'll win, but I'd love to be wrong, and then he won. So
yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm even in top five. I think I'm in seventh.
they wouldn't do that to him. They won't move him out of top five.
No.
It's like Jeremy Bondia. They gave him what, like seventh last year. He didn't. He should not have been seventh,
He should have been like a 12th,
if that.
if that.
Yeah, it's just because he's a returning champ.
Um,
So
Aaron Banks will be very good this year. I feel like Kyron's going to slip a little bit.
I don't want him to because he's one of my favorites.
His back shot's really good. I just feel like shape wise, he's not quite there as the other guys.
Hmm.
Like I would have Ali's physique over his.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would.
And then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so that's if I'm going top five right now, I'd have to go Aaron Banks. Even Brandon Hendrickson, I'm not a big fan of.
I feel like from the front he's better than he is from the back.
His back shot's so weak, isn't it?
Yeah, he just doesn't have that balance, and that's all Tyler keeps going on about now is balance, balance, balance. And Brandon doesn't really have that. It's because
No.
he does all fucking crazy back exercises.
Yeah, his someone's back.
The Hendrickson rows.
Not even targeting the lats. Just like a glide motion of some sort.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see
Then
like
again, who are we to take the piss? To be fair, my back shit.
yeah, true. From what's on mine. But like I could see him drop into like fourth, maybe
Mm,
fourth or fifth. But I wouldn't be surprised if Brandon dropped out a little bit.
yep.
Uh, but yeah, like Aaron, Ali, I think Corey will be there or thereabouts.
Me and you are both a big fan of Corey. To be fair, aren't we? I
He
just
brings
want
up
to.
has he qualified? Yeah, he's qualified for Olympia, isn't he?
Well,
So
yeah, he won Arnold's, didn't
so all he needs to do is probably bring up his legs a little bit, which he can do in this time frame, and then stop training his arms
he? Yeah.
because everything then is in proportion. His back's really good, his chest is really good, his delt's really good. I
Mm.
think with Corey, he's one of those guys that has to peak perfectly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we saw if
Like
he's not.
at the Ohio, he wasn't great. Pittsburgh last year, he was very good when he beat Ryan Terry.
Is he
And then
with cuts?
yeah, I
Hmm.
think so. Is he still cuts now?
I think so. I think so. If he
Yeah.
is, I'm sure they'll get it now for Olympia.
Yeah, so I think all Corey needs to do is just bring up his legs a little bit, and I think he'll be golden.
Yeah.
Because
I,
he's got the best, in my opinion, he's got the best shape in the division. As like a what the fuck is that when you see it on stage? You're like, wow.
he's the most impressive, but sometimes the most impressive isn't the best for men's physique.
No, yeah, that's true.
I do think side by side, both at 100%. Right now, I do think Ali would beat him.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that.
But if I could choose which physique I'd want, I'd probably want Corey Morris's physique.
Yeah, Corey's he's just men's physique to a T. Like he is literally what the criteria was wrote about. If you were to visualize a silhouette and what we want, that's what they wanted.
Yeah, I'd want Corey Morris's upper with Vitor's calves. Perfect.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah.
That's it. Like Corey doesn't even need to bring his legs up massively. He just needs to bring out a little bit more width in them.
Yeah.
And then he'll just add so much more. But his waist will look smaller as a result of that, and his waist is already tiny.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting to see this year. What's the next pro show? It's Miami, isn't it?
There will be one this weekend, but I'm not sure what it is. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. But we've obviously got so we've got Universe this weekend coming anyway, which I've got clients in because it's the qualifier Saturday and then the finals on Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that will be good. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm at UK FBA all day Sunday.
Nice.
I'll try and capture some videos that I can send you potentially.
Sweet. I've got a guy in the tool class, so you can get shots.
What?
That'd be
UK
great.
FBA?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect.
I mean,
Uh,
it's always really busy UKFBA, isn't it?
yeah, I've got 9 posing guys on stage, so it'll be interesting. I think there's like 27 in the main class.
Yeah, you'll need to get photos because they never put up much posts.
Mate, I'm gonna be there all day. I'm gonna be there from 9 to like 10 at night.
Yeah, if you can get all the shots, then that'd be great, and then we can cover
Yeah.
that. So all the natties watching, hopefully we'll have good content.
Yeah.
Pressure's on Macca to get all the
I'll
photos.
get as much as I can. I can't promise anything.
Right,
Because I'll be that cheerleader in the crowd, like trying to support everyone.
yeah, do it,
You
do
know,
it.
you know what it's like though. Like sometimes you just want to like get too engrossed in just watching the show.
Yeah, it happens all the time, and especially when my guys are on, because I want
Yeah.
to post about them, and then I realize I've watched them, and I'm like, fuck, I haven't taken anything.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
Eh,
no, good. So next week we got pretty much a big banger coming out. I think that's it for the shows, isn't it? PCA Universe and Universe Qualifier, UK FBA, and then some
they-
potential pro show.
yeah, I don't think there's any two bro shows because there's a two bro show the week after, so I don't think there's any.
A hard body classic.
That's it. Yeah, will you be at that one?
Yeah, I might come down. It's only a mainland. I'm obviously like 30 minutes away.
Sweet, I'll be there, so I'll see you there.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Unless we have a guest on, we're going to try and keep these a little bit more snappy because it's just easier watching when you're doing cardio and stuff. So thanks for watching. Drop a subscribe and a like if you haven't already. See you in the next one.
See you soon.